This video series consists of 5 short videos, about 10 minutes apiece, that will introduce you to the concept that I call the wave. It will explore your role in how we'll be addressing our near future. The first video in this series is what is the wave? How did I learn about it? And how do we learn how to ride it? Hello, I'm Sharif Abdullah, and this is going to be a very different video and a video series for you. I'm talking about something that happened for me on the 1st of January of this year. I had a revelation, and the last time I had a revelation like this, I was at the 15,000 foot level in the Himalayas in a cave, and so this was a little bit more comfortable for me, being that I was in the United States and in my own apartment. But no more profound. This is a very serious situation. So I'm going to talk to you about the wave. I'm going to divide this into a number of different parts so that you can absorb it at whatever your rate is. I'm going to try to make these videos about 10 minutes or so that you can get the gist of it quickly, but you can also sit on it for a bit. So, over the next 3 to 6 months, humanity is going to experience the first aspects of a very profound global consciousness opening. Some of us are calling this the wave. So we'll be experiencing the first parts of this wave. It's potentially profound, potentially uplifting, but also potentially traumatic. The wave itself is neither good nor bad. It's something that's just going to happen. Your response to the wave will either be good, positive, or bad, negative, and that's going to be your choice. My job is to help you to make the right choice, to make the most appropriate choice. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. No one knows exactly what's going to happen. It's not our job to know. Our job is to be able to respond appropriately to whatever happens. We're not supposed to know what's happening in advance because we're going to be applying our fundamental values and our fundamental consciousness, our fundamental ideas of what reality is to the situation that comes up, to whatever situation comes up. I'll be spending a little bit more time talking about some of the possibilities of what comes up, but believe me, it's still going to be just a matter of guessing and possibilities. How you react to the wave will simply be a matter of who you are inside as a human being. I see us reacting in 3 different directions. Direction number 1, mindfulness. Now, most of us won't be doing that. Direction number 2, mindlessness. Most of us will be doing that. And direction number 3 is control. In the face of something that is completely inexplicable, we're still going to try to control it. So we're going to fall into one of those camps, and one of my next videos will be talking a little bit more about that. Are we going to react by our highest good, our highest aspirations, or are we going to sink to our lowest levels? That's going to be a function of how we interpret the wave. I want to reiterate, the wave in and of itself is not positive. It's not negative. It's just something that happens. what what our response will be is the thing that's going to create the positive or negative aspects of it. If you choose not to react to it at all, you've chosen sides. And what will happen to you will happen because you chose not to choose. In a subsequent video, I'll be talking a lot more about what the signs of this wave, of this thing is. I can guarantee you that it will be an event or events for which we have no human precedence. It's not something that's happened to us before. So therefore, we're not going to know how to react. It will be inexplicable. It'll be surprising. Some of us will think that it's impossible. It's definitely going to be over the top. When it hits, you're going to say, oh, that's what Sharif was talking about. It may involve the dissolution of institutions, systems, and structures on which we rely. And when these institutions unravel, it will be very, very surprising. And for those of us who believe in institutions as opposed to believing in ourselves, believing in life, and believing in the divine, we're going to go through some difficult times. We're going to experience these things happening spontaneously. I know I've been talking for a long, long time about the awakening of humanity. And I always thought that awakening was going to be triggered by people waking up and making decisions, and that from that there would be awakenings happening. What this revelation said was, nope, that's not the way it's going to happen. You are going to be awakened, whether you're ready to be awakened or not. And many of us will consider that to be amazingly traumatic, to the point that they may commit suicide instead of facing the realities of that we're being asked to face. And so our challenge is, how do we bring all of us, all of our being, to the table? How do we wake up in the next 3 to 6 months? So if 7 or 8 months go by and you see nothing new in your life, nothing new happening on the planet, you know that Sharif was wrong. Okay, this is a limb that I'm going out on, and we'll see what happens. One of the things that came through loud and clear on this in this revelation is that there will be no solo solutions. All the people who are going to get themselves and their family on a piece of land, and you've got all the dried beans and the powdered milk and 50,000 rounds of ammunition, and you're gonna wait it out. The nature of the wave will simply mean that you failed, because if you're looking for a solution that is for you and your friends and your family, you will fail. The solution comes in community and through connection, and all of us together pulling in the same direction. I don't know what that means. I just know that if you are looking for a solo solution, you went and bought an island somewhere and you stocked it full of food, etc., then that solution won't work. In a subsequent video, I'm planning on doing 3 to 5 of these videos over the next week. In a subsequent video, we'll be talking a little bit more about what the wave could be. We'll be talking a little bit more about what a mindful model would be, what a community-based model would be. And we're going to be talking a little bit more about what it means for all of us to be working together and pulling in the same direction. My last point for this video, I'm going to be doing a workshop series starting in February on the 12 steps of inclusivity, of how do you practice these steps. I planned this workshop before I got the revelation, but I'm going to be dedicating 99% of the workshop to the revelation itself and getting us ready to connect with ourselves and connect with each other in such a way that practicing inclusivity becomes a way that we address the wave, and it becomes a way that we become positive and responsive in the face of that which we have never faced before. So look forward to receiving these videos over the course of the next 4 or 5 days, and I hope to see you in the practicing the 12 steps of inclusivity workshop. But even if I don't, I wish us all well as we begin our practice of waking up as individuals, waking up as a community, waking up as a species on this planet. Thank you. Our workshop on practicing the 12 steps of inclusivity starts on the 2nd of February. Please click on the links in the comment section below this video in order to find out more about how you can sign up for the workshop.